Faith-based fiction, the story of Wayne and Jean Vozzolo. Wayne and Jean meet at Camp Yoka, a Christian summer camp. Some things go wonderfully right and other things go terribly wrong. Episode number 7. Wayne turned around with his back to Jeffrey and Edna, bit his lip, shook his head no, and took another bite of ice cream. Jean, can I help you here and do some KP duty? Mama tells me I'm mean on peeling spuds. Wayne looked at Jean and smiled. Sure, I don't mind, Jean replied, shrugging her shoulders. After eating the snacks, everyone went back to their assignments of games and crafts. Wayne scrubbed potatoes, pulled up a tall stool, and started peeling them with a small, sharp knife. If you don't mind, besides those for tonight, would you do enough for my breakfast casserole and enough for French fries for lunch tomorrow? I can prep the casserole and then just put it in the oven in the morning. I'll make enough for the kids to have some too if they're hungry, Jean commented. Sounds delicious, but I still want my hidden platter of spaghetti and meatballs in the morning for breakfast, Honey interrupted. Wayne, Jean, and Aunt Bertha just laughed. I'll peel until you stop me or run out of spuds, whichever comes first, Wayne replied as he laughed and then smiled at Jean. He tossed the first peeled potato in a big metal bowl half full with cold water and picked up the next one. When it was time for Wanda to leave, she came over to talk with Edna. Jeffrey gritted his teeth when Wanda asked if Edna would come with her for a minute. I know this is none of my business, but the choices you make now will be there with you the rest of your life, good or bad. You can't choose the consequences that comes with every decision you make. You only get to choose the decision. Choose wisely, very wisely, and certainly talk to God and listen to what He's got to say. And the way I see it, you better, son, that prenatal your sagacious parents want you to. Wanda hugged the young lady, said bye to everyone else, and started to leave. Oh, Wanda, Mrs. Fitzgerald, you're good to go. I tightened your lug bolts before I mowed, Wayne said from the kitchen. Be sure to get that flat fixed as soon as you can so you will have a spare if you need one. Thank you, Wayne. The more I hear Mrs. Fitzgerald, the better I like the sound of it. If I could give you a ticket for doing good, I'd give you a handful. Wayne laughed, turned to Jean, and asked, Now what, boss lady? After supper, Wayne helped clean up in the kitchen. Thank you, Wayne, Jean said. You really helped a bunch. Jean, this fella's about as handy as a pocket on a shirt, Honey said. His folks have made sure of that, Aunt Bertha said, wiping her hands on her apron. Hey, ladies and Wayne, we are getting ready to meet down at the fire pit for evening vespers. Bring your little books, your Bibles, and a pen. We'll meet down there in about 10 minutes, Pastor Lorimore said as he stopped by the kitchen. Let me go grab my Bible and my tent, Wayne said as he made a detour to the restroom. When he washed his hands, he noticed a couple of brown envelopes among the paper towels and the garbage can. Man, these look familiar to me, he said to himself as he retrieved them. Ignacio Maldonado, Jesse Salazar. What are their empty pay envelopes doing here? I gave these guys and all the migrants their pay envelopes early this morning. I'll be glad when What? Here's an envelope addressed to me from a produce farm down in the Texas Valley that I wrote to. Wayne reached in and pulled out the unopened envelope. Boy, this is making my huge first all-on-my-own decision at Vozzolo Produce even more complicated than it already was, Wayne said to himself as he dug a little deeper in the trash can. He grabbed another trash bag and started emptying every dirty paper towel in it, one by one. Just what I thought. 5 empty pay envelopes. Ignacio, Jesse, Mateus, Tomas, and Joaquin.